Good morning, dear students. This is Neeti Arora, your mathematics teacher. Hope you all are good and doing well. I welcome you all to the learning session of mathematics. Today we are going to cover the topic rational numbers, and the book is Fundamental of Mathematics by Sultan Chand and Sons. In this session we will cover different kind of numbers, 4 mathematical operations and properties of addition. Students, we are observing numbers since from our childhood. We saw so many numbers. We played with so many numbers. Like our parents used to give us toys and puzzles also. When they give toys, then they ask how many toys are there. So we started learning counting numbers from our childhood. Here we will learn different kind of numbers, and they are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Now let us learn difference between all those numbers. First is natural number. Counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on are called natural numbers. Here 1 is the smallest natural number and there is no greatest natural number. Next is whole number. All natural numbers together with 0 are called whole numbers. 0 is the smallest whole number and there is no greatest whole number. Now come to integers. All natural numbers, their negatives together with 0 are called integers. Both a natural number and a whole number are integers too. We can see on the screen -3, -2, -1, then 0, then 1, 2 and 3. To the left of the 0, they are called as negative integers. To the right of the 0, they are called as positive integers. And in mid 0, it is called as neutral integer. Now, the last one is rational numbers. A number that can be written as P upon Q form, where P and Q are integers, both positive or negative, and Q is not equal to 0, is termed as a rational number. In this slide, we will learn how to find equivalent rational numbers for the given rational number. For example, 3 by 5. We will multiply or divide the numerator and denominator both by the same non-zero integer. What does it mean, non-zero integer? It means other than 0, it can be any number. Here I have multiplied by 2 and 3. When 3 by 5 is multiplied by 2 in numerator and denominator both, it gives 6 by 10. Now when we multiply 3 by 5 by 3 in numerator and denominator both, it gives 9 upon 15. Remember students, 3 by 5 is standard form because both numerator and denominator are in irreducible form. Students, do you know we have 4 mathematical operations? They are sum means addition, difference means subtraction, product means multiplication, and quotient means division. So sum, difference, product, division of two rational numbers is also a rational number. I will make you clear by showing the example. In this, we have taken two rational numbers. First is 5 by 7 and the second one is 2 by 5. We will see all mathematical operations. Firstly, 5 by 7 plus 2 by 5. Here in denominator 7 and 5. So LCM will be 7 multiplied by 5 is equal to 35. 7 5s are 35. So 5 will go up in numerator. 5 will get multiplied by 5. In the same case, 5 7s are, so 7 will get multiplied in the numerator. So we will get 25 plus 14 upon 35. The answer comes as 39 upon 35. Now see another operation, which is subtraction. With the same example I have shown. So in between minus sign is there. Now 25 minus 14 upon 35 is equal to 11 upon 35. When we'll do multiplication, 5 in numerator and 5 in denominator will get cancelled. We shall remain with 2 upon 7. Next one, if we will do division, if we have division sign in between two numbers, then we will change the sign from division to multiplication after reciprocating the second number. So it will become 5 by 7 multiplied by 5 by 2. So answer will become 25 upon 14. Students, you must have seen in the examples, if we have added the numbers, we have subtracted the numbers, we have multiplied the numbers, we have divided the numbers, again we will get the rational number only. Hence, it is proved that sum, difference, product and division of two rational numbers is always a rational number. Now, let us learn properties of addition of rational number. We have 5 properties of addition. First is closure property. Second is commutative property. Third is associative property. Fourth is property of zero. Fifth is additive inverse. So we will learn about these properties one by one in detail in coming slides. First, let us have a look on closure property. What does this property tell? This property tells us that the sum of any two rational numbers is again a rational number. Means if x and y are rational number, this implies x plus y is also a rational number. Let us see an example based on it. We have two rational numbers, 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. If we will add 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2, we will get answer as 1 by 6, which is again a rational number. Hence proved sum of any two rational number is always a rational number. Now, second property, which is named as commutative property. This property tells us two rational numbers can be added in any order. The sum remains the same. If x and y are rational numbers, this implies x plus y is equal to y plus 6. Let us take an example. If we have two rational numbers 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2, if we will add 2 by 3 to minus 1 by 2, we will get 1 by 6. If minus 1 by 2 will be added to 2 by 3, then also answer is 1 by 6. It implies in any order we will add the rational numbers, the answer will remain same. This is only the commutative property. Now, here comes the third property, which is associative property. This property tells us that three rational numbers can be added in any order. The grouping of addends does not change the sum. This implies bracket start x plus y plus z is equal to x plus bracket start y plus z. If we will take an example, here we have three rational numbers 7 by 12, minus 3 by 5, 4 by 9. In first case, we have added 7 by 12 and minus 3 by 5 together. Whatever answer will come, we have added to 4 by 9. The final answer came as 77 by 180. In second case, we have added first bracket, which is minus 3 by 5 and 4 by 9. Whatever answer has come, we have added to 7 by 12. In this case also, answer came as 77 upon 180. This means the grouping of addends does not change the answer. This is only about associative property. Now, the fourth property is property of 0. It tells the sum of rational number and 0 in any order is the rational number itself. This implies x plus 0 is equal to x is equal to 0 plus x. In simple words, if we will see, when we will add 0 to any rational number, answer will come that rational number itself. Let us take an example of 2 by 3. If we will add 2 by 3 to 0, answer will come 2 by 3. If we will add 0 to 2 by 3, then also answer will come 2 by 3. Here comes the last property, which is additive inverse property. This property states that there exists a rational number which when added to the rational number, the sum is 0. It means x plus y is equal to 0 is equal to y plus x. Here y is equal to minus x. Minus x stands for inverse of x. Let's suppose we have taken 2 by 3 an example. If we will add minus 2 by 3 to plus 2 by 3, then answer will come 0. So, minus 2 by 3 is the additive inverse of 2 by 3. When we want to find out additive inverse, the sign of the given rational number will get changed. This is additive inverse. Now, we have some points to remember. First point is, in case of subtraction, closure property only holds true. No other property holds true in subtraction because it will not bring same answer. Let us see the example on screen. 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3. Answer is minus 1 by 6. If we have reversed the order of these rational numbers, means 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Answer is 1 by 6. As minus 1 by 6 is not equal to 1 by 6, it means commutative property does not hold true in case of subtraction. Hence, it is proved that no other properties hold true in subtraction. So students, this was about different kinds of numbers, operations and properties of addition. Now, the leftover part will be covered in next session. Till that time, stay safe, stay home and keep washing your hands. Thank you.